course was designed by acclaimed course architect Vern Morecambe and built on sandy soil along a gentle contour of natural bushland. It was considered then, and is considered now, one of the finest golf courses in Australia.
The course, interestingly enough, was designed by Kingston Heath greenkeeper, but he designed lots of golf courses around in Victoria and particularly around Melbourne.
What I like about the course is it's been built and designed some time ago. It's built out of the natural terrain, not sort of manufactured by a lot of courses now.
Most people that do visit initially see just the greenness and the trees. But as a year-round experience, I can't see that there are many courses that are any better than ours.
Royal Hobart has maintained the standards really well, I believe, and I think the conditioning of our course makes it always a joy to play.
Oh, it's a very, very good golf course, a top class.
It's a top course, and internationally wise, I would rate it maybe as 15 or 20th in Australian course.
I think in terms of quality and the way the course is being kept, it's certainly ranked up there, especially when it's championship ready. When we're hosting Golf Tasmania or international tournaments, I'd say it's probably one of the best.
It is the best course, it really is, and that's not being biased. It's a course that has challenges, particularly the bunkers, all 80 or whatever there are of them.
It's just one of the best courses in Australia as far as I'm concerned, and I've played all around Australia, up the Murray, that sort of, places, and Sandbelt and all of that. I still love Royal Hobart.
At 7 Mile Beach, the Royal Hobart Golf Club has hosted a number of major championship events, including the Tasmanian Open, Australian Amateur Championship, Australian Women's Amateur Championship, and the Qantas Australian Open in 1971, won by the legendary Jack Nicklaus.
The final scoreboard shows that the Golden Bear has walked off for the 1971 Qantas Australian Open Championship by a massive 8 strokes, almost in a canter. 269, 19 under the card.
When they had the Australian Open here, and Jack Nicklaus won, and he was the #1 in the world, that sort of tells you that this course must be of a high standard to enable the #1 in the world to win.
My name is Stephen Pitt. I'm the CEO of Golf Australia, and it is my distinct honour to pay homage to the wonderful Royal Hobart Golf Club on this momentous occasion. You've hosted some amazing events over the journey. Tasmanian Opens, men's and women's, Australian amateurs have been critical, but you've made an important contribution to the history of Australian golf as well by hosting the 1971 Australian Open, which was won by arguably the greatest golfer of all time in Jack Nicklaus.
I think I've prepared 3 Australian Amateur Championships. 4, they're probably the biggest. And we've had numerous Tasmanian Opens, which you'd say is up there too. But yeah, there's normally quite a bit of pressure involved in those. I think we've done pretty well each time.
The Royal Hobart Golf Club can claim as members some of the biggest names in golf across the decades. In the present day, it remains one of the nation's most desirable courses, attracting players from around the globe as well as the biggest names in Tasmanian and Australian golf.
I always wanted to be a professional golfer from my time here, and you just sort of followed that goal or that dream.
Well, it's been my life, lots of respects. You look back at, and I've done a lot of representing Royal Hobart over the years around, and, so I've seen it grow, I've seen it change to a point, coming from the old course at Rhgc and coming to here.
The nice thing is it all feels very much the same. I mean, the clubhouse has been redone and it's beautiful, but I mean, it's not, it wasn't a tear down and anything revolutionary, so it sort of feels more like evolution than revolution, and it's the same with the golf course. They've sort of chipped away at it and improved it, and had to deal with a few things, but it's looking really nice, and it's just great to come back and have that familiarity about it.